Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Patty Ann from Patty Ann's Pastimes, and I'm so glad you stopped by today because I want to talk about our glue books and give you some tips and ideas on how to get started if you haven't started one yet. And I'm hoping to encourage you that you don't have to spend a lot of money to get going on a glue book. The first thing you'll need to do is find some type of foundation or surface to glue your pictures in. And I don't know about you, but I like free stuff or something that's not going to cost me anything. So what I do first, I look around my house to see if maybe I've stuck a notebook on a shelf that I forgot about, or in my closet, or just scout around your house. To give you an example, I bought this composition notebook a long time ago and I completely forgot I had it till I started looking today. So you can do that first. And also, you don't have to buy a new notebook. You might have an old notebook laying around that you've written in or that you're not using anymore, like this one that I did. And I've had this one since like 2017. And it doesn't matter that it's been written in because you're going to cover this surface anyway, and you're going to cover your notebook here and make it pretty. So it doesn't matter that it's used. So see if you have anything like this laying around your house. And if you don't, then you can try to find a notebook very inexpensively. I got this one at Dollar Tree for $1.25. And this one, I think I picked up at Walmart. It was like an after-school sale, and it was 50 cents. So that's very inexpensive. Check the clearance aisles and see if you can find a bargain. So that'll give you some idea on how to get a notebook without spending any money or very little money. Next, you're going to need some type of magazines or books to cut pictures out of. And you might be saying to yourself, oh, I don't have any magazines. I don't have any books that I can cut up. But don't let this discourage you, because there's a lot of free things out there, and I love free, that you can use to cut your pictures out. For example, check your mail first and your junk mail. You know I love junk mail. I got this in the mail, and this is from the post office, and it was absolutely free. And look at all the pictures in this, these beautiful pictures that you can cut out. Look, there's butterflies, there's some scenery, and look inside. I just saw this today. Isn't this beautiful? Can you see this? There might be a glare. But look how beautiful this is. This definitely can be used in a glue book. So this has so many possibilities, and it was absolutely free. This is just gorgeous. And then this was something free in the mail. Where you live, usually they have these free magazines that are just ads. And I was looking through this and I thought, wow, this would be great to use in a glue book. For example, I'll just show you some pictures. Maybe you're going to put in your glue book things that you dream about. And maybe you dream about having a craft space like this. That looks really neat too. I would like that. And then maybe you like to go thrifting. That's something you enjoy. This reminds me of a thrift store, so you could use that in your glue book. And just look through here. This has words you can cut out. You could cut out this smile. You could cut out, and look at this. This says sweet summer. You could cut that out and use that. So this has so many possibilities that you can use. And this was absolutely free. So look in your mail. Now another idea about getting free stuff this summer, my husband and I were traveling in our RV. And if you're traveling or on the road, check in your rest stops. because lots of times they have those free travel magazines that you can just pick up there. And you can use those in your glue book. Another example, at one of the campgrounds we were in, they had this book absolutely free in the office of the campground. And it has a lot of really pretty pictures in. And I've already used a lot of these in my glue book. So once again, free. So check that out when you're traveling. And then check with your friends and your relatives, your neighbors, and see if they have any magazines laying around that they don't want anymore and that they don't care if you cut up. For example, I was visiting my son and he had a bunch of these RV magazines. And I asked him, do you care if I have those? And he says, no, go ahead. And oh, this has really pretty pictures in that you can use. Just gorgeous ones, and I love this. So that's another idea. Ask your friends and relatives and neighbors if they have any magazines. Now, if you want to spend some money and you don't mind doing that, Dollar Tree has some very inexpensive magazines like this. I got this for $1.25, and I just love this. You'll be able to tell in my past videos that I used a lot of these pictures in my glue book. And just look at these. These are beautiful. And I didn't have to spend very much money. Only $1.25. Beautiful. I love these. You can tell this is one of my favorite magazines. Now, if you want to splurge a little, you can buy some magazines. And I must say, I do love magazines, and I do splurge once in a while. And this is one that I found at a Tractor Supply in one of the cities we were visiting, and I just love it. I love butterflies and I love birds, and this is beautiful. Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? Oh, I just love this magazine. I did read it first before I started cutting in it. So you can do that. You know, be selective. If you only have money for one magazine, look through them all. And just make sure when you look through it that you can use a lot of the pictures. If you open it up and you just see, you know, just a few, don't buy that one. Look for another one that when you open it, you say, wow, I can use a lot of these. Now, this is another magazine I found. This one wasn't too bad. It was $7.99. And this has a lot of pictures. I love gardening. I love the outdoors. You know, by my past video, I love morel mushrooms. So that is, this one is a fun one. So I looked at this and I said, yes, this will be worth the money. And then this is just an example of another one. I love wildlife. I've told you before, I grew up on a farm. I've eaten a lot of wild turkey. My dad was a hunter, and we had such wonderful food, deer, and I love deer. Look, they're so cute. So I've eaten a lot of wild game. So these pictures remind me, oh, look at this, the little turkeys. I've seen a lot of wild turkeys on the farm. So that'll give you some idea for magazines. Another idea for books and magazines is to check out thrift stores. I love to go in thrift stores and see just what they have. This book I found for 50 cents. I love bargains, you know that. And I have used a lot of pictures out of this. Look at this, beautiful flowers. And see all the possibilities this has? This is great. See, I've cut some out already. But yes, check thrift stores, okay? 50 cents. This is another book I found for 50 cents. And this is great. Oh, look, there's a deer. I'll definitely be using that in my glue book. So look at all these beautiful, beautiful pictures that it has. Oh, this reminds me of the thunderstorms on the farm. Beautiful lightning. So check out thrift stores. They're so fun just to see what they have. And once again, 50 cents. The next thing you'll need is a pair of scissors. Scissors are probably one of the most important tools that you'll be needing. So it's good to have a larger pair. Kind of depends on you. Maybe you'd like a shorter pair, but I like the long ones. So get you a good pair of scissors. This one I use for cutting paper, and it's a good idea to have another pair for cutting sticky things. And what I mean by sticky things is cutting like your washi tape, masking tape. Maybe you've glued a place. In my last video, I showed how we were cutting around places where we had glued and might be a little sticky. Well, that's what you want to use your sticky scissors for. You don't want to use your good scissors for that, because when you go to cut out your pictures are going to stick to your scissors. And that can be a little annoying when you're trying to cut your pictures out and you got pictures sticking to your scissors. So get you a good pair of scissors for cutting your pictures out, a pair of scissors for sticky things. I think I spent $1 in these at Walmart. And then I actually have a larger pair of scissors that I use for sticky things, because sometimes these are too small to go around some places. So this is just a basic idea for scissors. As time goes on, you'll find out what scissors you like and what scissors you don't. And if you're like me, right now I can't even count the amount of scissors I have, but you don't need that many. All you need is a good pair of scissors, and then either a pair of scissors like this or something like this for sticky things. As far as glue goes, oh my, there are lots of choices. But today I'm going to tell you about some of my favorites. And probably one of those favorites is just the Elmer's School Glue. And you can buy this so inexpensively at Dollar Tree for $1.25. I've seen it sometimes at Walmart for 99 cents. And I love this glue. It works really well. It gives you some wiggle room, whereas I've mentioned before, the regular Elmer's glue, when it's down, it's down. You can't move it. But this will give you a little time to reposition. So I use this Elmer's glue a lot. Now, if you want to spend a little bit more money on glue, I do like this Bearly Art glue. It also gives you a little bit of wiggle room. It has a fine point on it here, tip, that I really like for getting in small places. So this, yes, this one I do like. And another one that I like a lot is this Art Glitter Glue. And with it, it is very strong. Once it's down, there's no moving it. It's not coming up. It also has a fine tip. You can see it. If I can get this off. And that works great. I do like this one a lot. But you don't need these. You don't need these glues. You can just use this and you'll be fine. Now, as far as glue sticks go, I do use glue sticks. This one works pretty good. It's a little bigger one. And then this one I like. I use it a lot. It's a little smaller. My husband told me about this one. He uses it in his 3D printing, and he really liked it. So I tried it, and it's probably one of my favorite glues. I don't know if you can see that. But once again, you really don't need a glue stick unless you want to spend the money on it. All you need is this one, and I think you'll be happy with it. Give it a try. And then really, for tools, all you need is your glue and your scissors, and then a pair of sticky scissors. That's what you need. And then if you want to get a glue stick, then pick you up a glue stick. I know Dollar Tree has, not this particular brand, I don't think, but they do have glue sticks for $1.25. Something else I wanted to tell you about, you may need a tool to smooth your pictures down after you glue them. You can use your hands and your fingers. They're free, but you can also use something like this. This is an old gift card, actually. So if you have an old gift card laying around or an old credit card, use it, and it works really great. You've seen me using this before in my videos. You can just smooth your pictures down really well with this. And if you'd like to spend some money, you can get a bone folder. This is a bone folder. This is now my very favorite one, but you don't need this, but it is fun to have. So that's one. And then this is another one. This is a bone folder. This one was very inexpensive. I think it was just a couple dollars. I got it off of Amazon, and it works good too for smoothing down your pictures. This one was a little more costly. I think it was somewhere between $13 and $15, so I really splurged on that one. But again, you don't need these. You don't need this. You can use your fingers. They're free. That's all the tips and ideas I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I also hope you get a chance to relax today. And when you do, please thank the Lord for something you're grateful for today, okay? Thanks again for watching. I'll see you very soon with a new video.